I get love out here in Harlem, man. I done sold coke on these streets, man. Hash, weed, heroin. As long as niggas is feeling it, and like me can hustle it. That's my gift in life, you know?
I need this message to go out to our vice president who's running for president. I have heard all over social media about, excuse me if I say anything wrong, immigrants getting loans, money. It was hard for me to believe. It was just extremely hard for me to believe. I've been in business such a long time. Back in 2019, I purchased my first food truck. It cost me over $25,000. I paid it cash money. I worked hard to pay for this truck. I'm now selling it because I'm doing other things, but I'm selling it. I had a guy come to look at purchasing my vehicle, a food truck, and he explained to me he's an illegal immigrant. He has no credit. He has no money in the bank. But he showed me his paperwork that he will receive funds to purchase my food truck. I'm thankful that he's buying it, but I'm hurt that I worked so hard to pay cash for my food truck. I have good credit, can't even get a business loan because of the color of my skin. I have veterans in my family. I'm a veteran. I've been self-employed for so long. But somebody, please tell me, how do I work so hard to have somebody who comes to this country, not long, no credit, and he shows me paperwork where they'll be funding him money to buy my food truck. And when I talked to the bank, they told me usually they have to go straight to a dealership because I'm a private sale. But for special circumstances, they're going to, they allow it. But I need my president to tell me why I worked so hard all these years, all these decades. Couldn't get a business loan, but I bust my ass to get the money to create my business. And we got immigrants coming here. And they're getting money. Money! We're doing nothing but just being here. It's not right, and I want answers.
Welcome to Money Talks, man. And you guys just heard what this woman said. I'm gonna be upfront with you, man. You feel for the lady. Those were real tears. That was real tears. You feel for anybody that's really trying to get it out the mud. I gotta give credit where credit is due, man. Shout out to her. But she's not BSing. She's not BSing. So what does that mean for you? You gotta know it's gonna be harder. You gotta know you gotta get it out the mud just like her. You're not getting no loans with this shit. Nobody loaning you no money. Yeah, they're giving away money to the people who are arriving. Yeah. So what? So what? That's how it's gotta be. Do you have a problem with it? Are you upset that they're just handing them out money and they could get money and they could get businesses? When has it not been like that? When have we not had our backs against the wall? Of course it's an issue. But it's only so long we can sit and complain about it. Okay, we've cried the tears. Let it all out. Let it all out. Let it all out. Because I know it's hard. It's tough. Let it all out. All right, we back to reality, baby. Yeah, that's what it is. It sucks knowing that's what it is, but that's what it is. So if you're in a situation where you feel like nothing's shaking for you, you can't make no type of plays, nobody's hiring you, maybe you didn't finish school, Maybe you don't have the money to necessarily pay for a trade skill, which the internet is right there for you. So it should be no reason why you can't learn whatever skill that you can afford. It's really just an excuse. But that's neither here nor there. Maybe you can't afford college, right? Or you feel like college is a scam. But at the same time, they don't want to give you a job because you're not educated enough. For my people that's educated, they don't want to give you that job because you're overeducated and they don't want to pay you what you're worth. This is getting ugly. It's been ugly for a minute. You having people with masters. I can't say the doctors. The doctors are usually doing pretty well. People with the doctors, they're doing pretty well. So, but you got people with masters out here struggling, trying to figure out what's next in life. Got no idea where they're going to sleep. Master's degrees. I'm keeping it funky with you too. So with that being said, if you know you're not playing with a fair deck, you know the odds are stacked against you, you know you're not going to be able to do these things, you need to look for opportunities to where you're not necessarily trying to start from the bottom if it requires a big lump sum of money. I'm giving you an opportunity with something that don't necessarily take that money up front. Doesn't take that credit up front. You heard her. Doesn't matter if your credit is piss poor or your credit is through the roof. Makes no difference. No difference to them people. You're not getting in. You're not getting this loan. We'll shoot you some student loans. We'll shoot you those student loans now. But for that business, for you to be able to re-up and re-up again, we ain't rocking with you. Nah. But we'll give this person who just stepped over here, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt and we'll fund them to go ahead and buy your business and take your business up off you. So you know the odds are stacked against you, baby. You might as well look for something that doesn't require that. Wholesale, you get in the game. You don't need your credit score to be out of 700. You don't need a 760. You're good to go. You are good to go. You don't need a huge lump sum of cash. All you need is your grit, your grind, your effort, a little bit of time, what you got. Because you ain't got no job. Because how you know I ain't got no, they ain't giving you no jobs. I'm all in the camera with it. They're not giving you no gigs. They're not giving you the opportunity to do for self. With that being said, you got to make it happen. I felt that woman. She really did her thing from the ground up. Now imagine if she didn't have to go in and beg those people for that loan. Imagine if she didn't have to work that job to save up all this crazy amount of money to be able to get that truck. Imagine if she put in a little bit of time and effort and on that first deal, been able to get that truck, been able to do whatever she wanted to do. Because that first deal, in a marquee area, gonna hit you for at least, 20, 25, 30. What we talking about? Low end, maybe 10, 12. We don't do nothing below 5. You talking that 5, 6, 7? Now I know, listen, some people would take that deal. Some people gonna take a $5, $6, $7,000 deal. And I will too if the deal somehow dwindles down to that number. But I gotta be real, I'm bougie. Boy, I done got a little taste of that real. I'm a little bougie. We ain't doing nothing less for 15. I'm lying. Maybe 13-ish. But yeah, the goal is we ain't doing nothing less than 15. Don't come my way if this deal is any less than 15 bands. Any less. Average need to be around 30, 35, 40, 50 on a good day. I've seen it. How you gonna say this to me? How are you gonna tell me that I should be looking for a $50,000 deal, $60,000 deal? It's never been impossible. It's been done. We haven't even got into the commercial real estate, 6-figure deals. Haven't even got into that yet. That's down the line. That's down the line. Right now we just in residentials. Stick to these residential props. You gonna be just fine. What's the steps? What about the steps? Is it tough? Is it tough to get into? Is it hard? Do I have to work for anybody else? Nope. Do I have to grind? What you think? That money not just gonna come to you. You know that action is everything. So hopefully you guys are willing to take this opportunity. It's a great opportunity. It's a crazy time to be alive, man. It's a crazy time to be alive. But I feel like you could still be in the game with something like Wholesale. You could still be able to compete with something like Wholesale. You're still ahead of the curve. It's not a lot of people that know about this. Yes, it's on the internet. And yes, people may have seen it here and there. But it's a small community of people who actually really do this. It's not just like everybody and their mama are going out here doing this. And this is going to be around for some time. And you got to understand where the market is right now, where people are right now in society. It's not looking the best, but this is the time where people become millionaires. Let's call it what it is. You remember that crash in '08? You remember what happened in '08? People was getting rich in '08. Them people that was ahead of the curve and knew what was actually going on, they knew it was time to make something happen, and they invested heavy. Now those same people are the people you trying to get jobs from. Guess what? They not hiring. But you got answers out there. You got situations like there with wholesaling. You know, even trucking, man, you got to pay a little fee to get in, get your feet wet, and work for a company for a couple of years. That's just how it's got to be. But in this situation, you could get your feet wet without spending any money. All you need is some time. Like I said, some dedication, hard work, because it's not going to work without consistency, just like anything else, right? I could post a video on this channel, which I do, got to get better with. Everybody got to get better at something. But I'll sprinkle a little bit in. Had a tad bit of success with one video in the past, but didn't keep it going. You got to keep this going. That's the only way this thing is going to be a success. Right now is the time. Because stuff's getting hot. Stuff's getting hot. Let's call it what it is. It's killer season. It's summer season right now. It's hot out here in these streets. And people willing to do anything for $1. I'm giving you something where you could still keep your morals. You could get a big bag. I ain't talking NFL money. I ain't talking NBA money. But you know what? Maybe I am. For sure, league minimum. For sure, league minimum. Easy. Yeah, you can make league minimum in this wholesale game. Easy. For real. I'm not even talking to just talk. It's people seeing 500. There's people seeing 500 a year easy. I know the league minimum is a little bit higher than that. Hey, it's people seeing 1.3 yearly. It's people seeing that. That's not hard. That's not uncommon. Hard work, dedication, commitment. Rinse, what they say? Lather. No, it's not lather, but we're going to go with lather, rinse, repeat. Money talks, man.